Wife cheated, no begging to come back. This is my first post, but have been lurking since it all went down. So this is all pretty fresh. Wife of 5 years been tother 13 caught her cheating first week of May, found DMs that painted the entire picture, still burns just thinking about it. She started talking to this guy beginning of March, and towards the end of March is when I started to notice the change. Social media selfies were extra, going out to the same club bar more and more, and this is where she met this guy. She would go with girlfriends and her mom and sisters, so at first I didn't think too much of it, but once she started coordinating going to this place, which is not like her at all, I knew something was up. I whooped randomly try to check her phone, but it had a complex password, act all the red flags. Anyways, a week before I caught her, I called her out on the rift between us because I'm sure all of you have known how a cheater acts, and she said she thinks we need TP separate because we are too different, blah blah blah. So I agree and tell her if she wants to separate she needs to leave, and we agree that I will give her time to find a place since I have always been the provider. We do have an 11-year-old son, so she has chose not to work for a long time. Fast forward a week, I find the DMs and confront her through text. All she says is she's coming to get her stuff when I'm at work. So she moves in with her sister, no job, no money. We do agree that no matter what we would share 50-50 with our son. May 4th was the day I caught her. There was zero contact with her the first 2 weeks. Her own sister and mom were disgusted with her and trying to be a shoulder to lean on through the hell I was going through. I couldn't sleep, eat. I run my own company, so trying to hold it together has taken every ounce out of me to keep this moving. Knowing that she threw away everything for a guy at the club makes me sick. What she is putting our son through for her own selfish desires. I have not been a perfect husband by all means, but I have been a faithful provider for our family the entire time. And to rub salt in the wound, she starts going on social media posting lies that we have been separated for a long time and we are going through a divorce and that she met someone else. But everyone close to me knows the truth. I did start the divorce process through mediation because at least until now we agree on almost everything, but I'm sure that will change. After a month of hell and no contact, me just avoiding knowing anything about her and her new life, I started to pick myself back up and kinda look forward to the future, at least for a few moments at a time. Then a week ago she sends a half-ass apology text, first time admitting she was wrong. I ignored it and planned on not responding to anything that didn't have to do with our son or divorce. A few more the next day saying she wanted to talk and how sorry she was. Then the following day about 100 voice texts and texts begging me to forgive her and take her back, and how she was blinded and will do anything to make it right. Turns out she got a DUI a few nights before, and I guess without me to hold her hand her world is crumbling around her now all of a sudden. I always believed in karma and that it would catch up to her, but I seriously didn't expect it to happen this fast. And for a brief moment I felt a small victory for once after the month I just went through, but that faded fast, and for the past week and small progress I made has started all over again. I'm staying strong, but there's that little devil in the back of my mind tempting me to see if she is willing to change, but trust me, I know it's just a desperation attempt by her. This is ongoing now. She keeps saying that she will show me that she can be a better person, but I was better off when she was just living her new best life. Sorry for the book and a terribly written one at that. There are so many more details that make it even more ducked up, but this is the summary. But thanks for anyone that reads. This sub has been a place where I don't feel alone. Just reread what I posted and wanted row add a few more details. When I found the DM, she had been sleeping with this guy for at least 3 weeks before she asked for the separation, saying she was going to the store or her sister's house when she was going to see him. I would take my son to practice and go to the gym, kinda my routine after work. She would use that time to sneak around. And that's only what I know because SC and Instagram was how they communicated, so God only knows how many other times she lied with SC messages that delete. And also when she first talked about separating divorce, she said she didn't want anything houseec, just 5,050 with our son. But the day before I found the DMs, I reiterated the fact that we cannot live together and be separated through text. She blew up and told me that this was her home and would not leave, and legally if anyone needed to leave it was me. Lol, guess she read something on Instagram. Thank God I found her old phone the next day and was able to log into her social media because she uses the same password for everything. I could not imagine what kind of hell she would have put me through without me having concrete evidence. Just want to thank each and every one of you for all the words of encouragement and all the amazing advice. I'm taken back by how many people took time to read and comment. I will post updates and try to reply to you all. Story 2, how dare you? She left me for a guy she knew I hated. The guy punched me twice, tried to protect her, and she protected me from beating his ass, saying I would end up in jail because his father is a lawyer. He called me names and belittled me, all while keeping my cool. You said he was just a friend and there was nothing between you two, and I was crazy and just paranoid for expressing concern about your friendship. But he was blowing your back, behind my back. Left me because he asked you to give him a chance and see where things will go. 3 years later you want me to take you back. After all the lies and gaslighting. That you made the wrong decision and you will never leave me because you have learned from your mistakes. Because I made a promise to love you forever and have a place in my heart for you. Woman, that was 3 years ago when I used to be your doormat and let you drag me along because I thought you will realize your mistakes and come running to my arms. But the past 3 years I have realized you were a cancer. Life has been good for me and I have been making progress to be better. You left me knowing that I suffer from depression and anxiety. You don't get to come back when he leaves you, and it never worked out, and you finally see him doing better, mentally, financially, physically and emotionally. So how dare you? So how dare you try convince me and get your SID friends to try convince me? If you truly loved her, you should give her another chance. Duck it. Tell her if she truly loved me she should never have left me. Your SID friends even has the guts to defend you and say she did love you, and she also loved the other guy but was having a hard time to make the correct decision. She made the wrong one and now she regrets her decision. Duck her and duck you. You chose a guy you knew for 6 months over a guy you have been dating for 4 years, 4 ducking years. For what? Because I suffer from depression. He came from a rich family, he was tall and muscular. You both deserve to rot in hell. But how dare you? How dare you? Story 3, we always repay our karmic debt. Karma gets us all, I guess. I posted here a few months ago about my wife who cheated on me with a man twice our age and left me for him. When my wife cheated, to belittled me and rubbed in my face she was looking her best when we were about to split. She bragged about her bust size, her tiny waist, and thick hips and glutes and her lover's success. All this while I was dirty bulking, lost my job because she took the car to be with the other man when I needed to work one day. Today I've moved on. I'm in a relationship with a childhood friend who is unbelievably gorgeous. I'm physically muscular and lean. With a new job paying a lot of money. 10 months later my ex met up with my family so our daughter could see them. She looked so different. Her hairline is receded, her face is bloated like a tomato, she has lost her entire shape, her ankles are super swollen. I used to massage them a couple times a week for about 3 to 4 hours to make sure that didn't happen. Guess the new guy doesn't care and all. She looks super stressed. The fact she reached out to my family also says a lot. She cut them all off after we split because she only wanted her and that other dude in their life. She also asked my family to send pictures of her and my daughter to me, specifically to me, after months of acting like she hated me. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1, edit your ex out of the pics and send them back to your parents. Say it looks like there was some acid on your camera lens, but I fixed it for you. Redditor 2, my final words I plan to say to my STBXW when the divorce is over: I hope you get everything in life that you deserve. Redditor 3, best revenge is living our best life. Just because they are loud it does not mean better. Ask her for a picture of your daughter only. Op answer, yes, I was skeptical for her because she was super independent when we met, but I guess karma catches us all. And yeah, next time she see my family I'll tell them I only want to see my daughter. Redditor 4, yep, the grass is not always greener on the other side.